He knew his true identity. He knew which side he should have been fighting on. He knew the war was going to kill him. He fought anyway, for the side he had chosen, for the friend who had given him dignity when the world refused to. 3 times the gods stripped him of his advantages. 3 times he gave them away voluntarily, each time knowing what it would cost. His name was Karna, son of the sun god Surya, rightful heir to everything that was taken from him before he knew he existed, and possibly the most stoic warrior in all of mythology. Not because he won, because of what he chose. Every single time, the choice was his. Before the story begins, you need to know the injustice. Karna was born the son of the sun god Surya and Kunti, a princess who had been given a boon to summon any god and bear his child. She was unmarried, she was afraid, she abandoned the child. The infant Karna was set adrift in a river in a basket. He was found and raised by a charioteer and his wife, a Sutta, the lowest of the warrior castes. He grew up as the son of a charioteer. He trained with extraordinary dedication to become a warrior. He was the greatest archer in the world, and when he sought the training that would allow him to prove it, he was rejected because of his caste. The Pandava princes, including Arjuna, the greatest Kshatriya archer, were admitted to the training ground at Hastinapur. When Karna arrived and demonstrated his skill, matching Arjuna shot for shot, he was challenged. "What is your lineage?" He could not answer. He was the son of a charioteer. He was dismissed. One man stepped forward. Duryodhana, the eldest Kaurava prince, portrayed in most tellings as the villain. Duryodhana gave Karna a kingdom on the spot, made him a king, gave him the standing to compete. This friendship, born in the one moment anyone showed Karna dignity, was the axis on which his entire life turned, and the Stoics would understand it immediately. When someone shows you genuine honor when the world refuses to, loyalty to that person is not weakness. It is the most profound form of virtue available. 3 times the universe tested Karna's loyalty. 3 times he was offered survival at the cost of that loyalty. 3 times he chose loyalty. The first test, the god Indra, Arjuna's divine father. Knowing Karna's kavacha made him invincible, Indra disguised himself as a Brahmin beggar and came to Karna asking for alms. Karna had a vow he would refuse nothing to a Brahmin who asked. He knew immediately who the beggar was. He knew what the beggar was actually asking for. He knew what surrender meant for his survival. He gave the kavacha anyway. He peeled the divine armor from his own skin and handed it to the disguised god who came specifically to take his invincibility. Indra, overwhelmed by the magnitude of this, offered Karna a boon, any divine weapon he wished. He used it later to fulfill a promise, not to save his own life. The second and third surrenders were his mother Kunti and the curse of his own teacher. Each time, something taken. Each time, Karna choosing what remained over what was lost. The Stoics called this the complete separation of virtue from outcome. What you do is what you are. What happens to you is not. Karna lived this more completely than any warrior in this series. On the 17th day of the Kurukshetra war, Karna fought Arjuna, the greatest archer the Pandavas had against the greatest archer the Kauravas had. The duel the entire Mahabharata had been building toward. At the moment of maximum advantage, when Karna had Arjuna in his sights, his chariot wheels sank into the earth. The curse of his teacher, Parashurama, activated. The knowledge he needed left him in the moment he most needed it. He stepped off his chariot. He tried to free the wheel. He called to Arjuna, "This is adharma. This is against the warrior code. You cannot shoot an unarmed man lifting a wheel." Arjuna hesitated. Krishna, Arjuna's divine charioteer, spoke, "Remember what they did to Draupadi. Remember Abhimanyu." The arrow flew. Karna died with his chariot wheel in the mud, unarmed, unprotected, abandoned by everything except his loyalty. The Mahabharata is honest about what followed. Even his enemies wept. The gods in heaven mourned. The sun, Surya, his father, hid his face. The Stoics would say, the outcome was not his to control. How he faced every moment of the outcome, entirely his. He chose each response. He never became less than what he was. That is not a small thing. In a universe that stripped him of everything, his birth, his armor, his knowledge, his life, it could not strip him of who he chose to be. That is the inner citadel. Karna built his better than anyone in this series. Karna did not win the Kurukshetra war. He did not reclaim his birthright. He did not survive. He kept his word. He honored the friend who gave him dignity. He gave everything he was asked to give, and more than he was asked to give. And he died as completely himself as the day he was born golden on the river. The Stoics would not call Karna's life a tragedy. They would call it a life completed. Not ended, completed. The distinction is everything. Every warrior in this series has been pointing at the same thing. The quality of who you are cannot be taken, only given away. And Karna, more than anyone, shows what it looks like when the answer to every taking is the same quiet word, no. Subscribe. Next video, Genghis Khan, the man who started with nothing and used every loss as material to build the largest empire in history.